Hey, what's going on, Leos? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. And with all that being said, let's get it. What do we have for Leos? All right, Leos. So the first thing that I do see is I feel like there is someone coming in, and I feel like with this person, I feel there's a lot of hot energy. I feel like there's an instant physical attraction to this person. But I feel like I get this like internal struggle within you. It's almost like you're trying to hold yourself back from this person, with that Five of Wands. And the funny thing is, I feel like it on their side too. I feel like it's like you're both trying. We have the Magician. It's like you're both trying to stand your ground and not give into this, because of the fact that it is so physically, overwhelming. There's so much physical attraction between the two of you that it's almost like we tried to ignore it because we're thinking that maybe nothing can, we want something substantial. We want, we want to find our person. We don't want just that physical energy, and I feel like there's this overwhelming urge when you're around this person. Like I said, there's a lot of flirtatious energy. I feel like there's so much passionate energy going on between the two of you that it's almost like we feel like that's all there is here. But I feel like that's not at all what's going on. I feel like, I do feel like there's a lot of hot energy coming off these cards, and I'm not gonna bullshit you with that. But I feel like there's something much more brewing here. I feel like not only you both want to be with each other, but you want to actually be with each other. I feel like once we finally stop fighting this and open up, I feel like once we open up the communication with this person, I feel like, once we open that communication and once we're being honest with each other, I feel like we're going to find there's something much more here than we ever expected. Like I said, I feel like there's that internal struggle, standing your ground, trying to stay in your power with that Magician, try not to give in to those, those urges that you have. But I feel like I said, I feel like there's so much more here. I feel like you think about each other. It's not just about that physical. There's something more here. I feel like I said, I feel like we need to open up that communication. And once we open up that communication, once we're real and honest and put ourselves out there, I feel like we're going to find something we weren't expecting to find. That we want to be with each other more than just be with each other. This person doesn't want to be a one-night stand. This person is looking for something real. And the connection that you have with this person, I feel like it is real. I feel like once we open up the communication, I feel like things are going to move forward. And like I said, I feel like this is The only thing I can say is this shit just got real. Open up communication, being honest with each other. I feel like you're gonna realize there's something much more pulling you together than just that physical. That physical is just an added bonus. I see a lot of big changes coming once we acknowledge our feelings and put it out there. I feel like there's a lot of quick moving energy. I feel like there's a lot of big changes. And I feel like one of those big changes, I feel like we're going to realize that there is something much more here. It's not just physical. We have new love and we have that Lover's card. I feel a very strong soulmate, possibly even a twin flame connection here. And I feel like it's something that we can't ignore because of the fact that what comes at face value, there's something deeper between the two of you that we need to explore. And I feel like being open and honest with each other, I feel like we're going to find balance and realize there is so much more than meets the eye with this. And I feel like I said, I feel like there's going to be times when you feel like it's almost like there's so much physical energy between the two of you. Like you just want to grab each other and hold on and I feel like explore each other. But I feel like that exploration goes much further than just the physical embodiment of each other. It's deeper than that. I feel like once we take away the walls, break down those walls, I feel like we're going to see something that we weren't really expecting to see. Free ourselves from that burden, from that cage. We have the devil card. Freeing yourself. In this case, he's in that bird cage. But, we got to free ourselves. Don't look at the negatives instead of the positives. Look, like I said, I feel like it's almost like you're both trying so hard to keep each other, because it feels like if you get together, if you if you touch each other, you feel each other, you won't be able to let go. And I feel like that is true. And I feel like it's more than just the physical touch. I feel like the two of you coming together not only give you balance, but I feel like it'll just make you stronger. Give you that strength, that power. You're both trying to stay in your power with that magician, but I feel like I said, I feel like we keep fantasizing about each other. From the moment we meet, we fantasize about each other. We dream about each other. We both want to move forward with this, but we're both putting in all this work to keep away from each other rather than, letting it go and just accepting what we have in front of us. This person doesn't want just a physical connection with you. They're not looking for a one-night stand. They're not looking for something casual. They're looking for something that has meaning. They're looking for someone that they can show up for and that will show up for them. They want someone that is like them, but also someone that shows them something different. I feel like you've both been looking for that right person and never really been successful to this point. But there's a reason why you weren't successful to this point. Because if you were, that's the thing with relationships. People always, people can go into relationships and they fail and people get, sad and down about that. But the way you need to see it, it's all about perspective. With that hangman, it's about perspective. When you're in a relationship and it doesn't work, it's because there's another one that you're meant to go to. We always have to trust our intuition when it comes to connections, and I feel like the two of you have got to this point because you were meant to. It wasn't an accident. And like I said, I see a lot of happiness between the two of you. I see a lot, strong foundation being built here. With that four of wands and that sun card, that happiness, I feel a very protective energy coming from both of you. You're both willing to put yourself out there and protect each other. And I feel like getting that emotional fulfillment from that, having someone that has your back and someone that you have their back, It's that ride or die energy. You know, you've both been waiting so long for this that I feel like sometimes we second guess it, especially when it's like I said, I feel like it is very hot and heavy between the two of you. There's so much physical energy going on, but it goes much deeper than that. You know, like I said, this shit just got real. And I feel like that communication is going to open up and it's going to be very honest. It's going to change everything. And I feel like I said, I feel like a foundation being built, a lot of happiness, you know, that emperor, that very protective energy. You know, and I do see a very serious offer being made, but we have to kickstart this shit. You know what I mean? We can't just sit around and keep pushing them away or allowing them to push us away just because they're afraid that they're going to waste that time. You know what I mean? People are so afraid that we're going to waste time with someone. Like, we're going to get with someone, it's going to be only physical, but it's not going to have any substance. There's no depth to it, but that's not what I see here. I see a lot of substance and a lot of depth. And like I said, with that Lovers card, there's a connection that's so much more than meets the eye here. You know, we can ignore it, but it ain't going to go away. You know, in order to have balance in this situation, we have to be open, transparent. We have to be honest. And I feel like with all that, we'll realize that there's something. It'll kind of fill in the blanks of what we're missing here. You know, and I do see new stability coming from this as well. You know, it's not just about that physical. That's just what's bringing you together. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes when we're, you know, it happens when you're so physically attracted to someone, you have this mindset that I want this person so bad, there must be something wrong with them. You know, there must be something wrong with other parts of them if I want this part of them so bad. And if they, like I said, there's a lot of flirtatious energy going on, but it's very subtle. But there's nothing wrong with having your cake and eating it too. And I feel like you could do that with this person. You know, yeah, there's a lot of physical energy, a lot of hot, passionate energy, but there's also something with depth here. But like I said, once the communication opens up, once we're honest with each other, trust your intuition, because I feel like your intuition is going to tell you exactly what you need to know. And I see a lot of happiness coming from this, a lot of emotional fulfillment. Like I said, this is someone that has your back. This is someone that will show up for you. And all they expect is the same. And I feel like that works very well in your wheelhouse. You know, we can't just take things at face value sometimes. Sometimes we got to look under it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to look under the covers. Now with this person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Cancer. We have Pisces, Scorpio. We have some Virgo and Taurus in there as well. Possibly even some, you know, we had the Devil card, some Capricorn is in there as well. I mean, we have all signs. You know, it is funny. It seems very, it doesn't make sense sometimes why that mentality slips into our brain, that if we're so physically attracted to someone that, you know, that's all it could be. But why can't it be more? Well, it can. It can be much more. You know, don't let the fact that you like what's on the inside, at the outside of someone, cloud the fact that you might like the inside as well. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.